real gliders have bug wipers.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Hi,
Tim.
Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Good day, Tim.
That's why I'm close my mouth when I'm driving my motorbike, and when I'm flying with the paraglider, my mouth is closed.
You don't want to get lunch at the same time, eh?
No.
I can't imagine like a wasp hitting your mouth would be pleasant either.
It's like a drive-through meal.
Yeah.
Fly through.
Yeah.
Protein on the fly.
Oh, it's very, very, very hard. One bee hits me at my, how to say that? Not below the head. It's the
Neck?
The
neck,
chin?
yeah,
Okay.
on the neck, and I haven't got a toe or something, a protection on the neck, and that hurts really, like a stone.
Server's up.
Thanks.
I had a boss who had a bird hit him in the shoulder. He was doing like 130 miles an hour or something like that. On a motorcycle, it hurt pretty bad.
We drive with the motorbike once the Ofen Pass in Switzerland, and there came a rock downhill, and we had the only chance to get more speed and full engine throttle, and had luck that the rock passed the street behind us.
A long interwind leg and no streeting. That's nice.
Yeah, these air starts are luxury now. I'm glad that they switched to air starts. It's more comfortable.
Well, it gives you more of a choice who you start the race with, because you can start the race pretty much from when the gate opens. But if you're towed, I mean, we've had races with really long tows, and if you're one of the last couple people to tow up, I mean, like half the people at least are gone by the time, you even get up to altitude, at least half.
Rick, does your Quest 3 running now?
Yeah, it's running fine. It still won't update, but I looked on the forums and there's a load of people reporting that there's a problem with this update not applying itself.
This is September 1st task, by the way. Oh, Mark's out there. He's joined. Morton's out there too.
Thank you, Mike. Good luck and fun to all from Mike.
Hi,
Hey,
Mike.
thanks,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Thanks, Mike. Hope your chemo went well, mate.
Glad to have you here.
Oops, left the Vario turn on my Exusor. I started up and I had the end the volume was up on the tablet.
Interesting field. Mixed. Very well.
User entered your channel.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Morten.
Hi,
Hello.
Martin.
Come on.
Hi guys.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
So, John, did you finish yesterday with that crazy plane?
Yeah, came in, I think, 11th place.
Wow, nice job, dude. They ought to give you bonus points for that thing.
I think it'd be fine, actually, on a proper thermal task, but on that kind of, flying along the ridges type thing, yeah, it doesn't do too well.
Which plane did you fly?
It was the SF-28.
Oh, okay.
It's not even a glider.
Doesn't seem like it. The huge prop out front and a fuselage and a wing like a Cessna.
Yeah, also the propeller. Not foldable.
No, it does. Well, yeah, it does.
You can feather it.
Yeah, it feathers all the way. Yeah, you can almost use it as an extra air brake if you unfeather it.
Strange lift here.
Did you fly over the weekend, Martin?
I was the instructor Saturday. It wasn't very flyable. But in 6 or 7 days from now, I'll be in the southern part of France, so then we'll be flying.
Very cool.
I hope so.
The lift is a lot better over here.
Don't understand this weather. Have you lived them?
Well, what is it? It's the thermals don't go down the ridge. They only go down.
Here's close to half meter at my height.
Also,
Like
it's weak. No, it's weak with high variation on every setting, basically. What was the width? Was it normal width?
Normal variation.
But you have better lift than I do. Go high.
Yeah, this is about 3.8.
Thank you.
I'm coming.
And it's about 3. Yeah, I'm about 3. Well, I'm having to cast circle away from the mountain so I don't hit it, but yeah, it's at least 3.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, start here already.
And down here it's not
5
too great.
meter, 6 meter.
Yeah, there's a whole. Okay, I need to turn off that Condor speaker. Oh my gosh.
Here's lift. Strange. $6 meters.
Yeah, down here it's doo-doo.
I just flew along back and forth on the ridge until.
But just tiny spots, and they change immediately. Now 3 meters. Very nervous.
Yeah, I don't know how the thermals react to the changing wind. If you have high wind variation, I don't know if the actual the thermals change in real time to that, or they should, but I don't know how Condor does it.
That they connected from setting. You have 3,200 now. But when I see in start line, I don't know where we could have lift first time after start.
I almost had a collision.
$3,300 cloud base. Switch out and come in with an EB.
There's an interesting variety of plane choices today.
Yep.
User joined your channel.
Here I have 20 kilometers wind speed.
Yeah, I think that's the overall wind right now.
I got up to 2580 and I finally saw a netto of 5 go by.
Not
All
so
I've
much
done so
buck.
far is lose height.
Yeah, you get up to 26 over here and you really got something.
Yep. I had 24, which I connected there.
My 32nd is on 4 right now.
Don't forget to clean.
Oh, my instantaneous blue was with that. Thanks.
Hello, my friends. How are you today?
Hey, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
Hey, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico. Fine, thanks.
You haven't been around for a while.
Interesting. Zero thinking here. So maybe one way to the top and then fly to the end of the valley. Very stable, the whole ridge, 0 sinking.
didn't seem like things started to happen until 2750 or so on the ridge for me, as far as this thermal goes.
Yep.
I'm thinking I want to stay above that today.
Yeah, minimum 24, yeah. Mates, just maybe climb one cloud and then flying home when the conditions are so good. After the turn point is one pass and then fly and finish. All 30 seconds to start.
Oh, it's a regatta start too, isn't it? No.
Does Tchin Tchin ever do regattas?
They used to, but man, they haven't done it for a long, long time. I wish they would.
Not often, but they have done.
I like regattas a lot. I wish there'd be more of them.
Yep. I have a little bit sorrow about this ridge. I have no lift here, and I'm high. So start to go this ridge, close nothing here.
I think if you get high, it's better to go into the valley to see if there are some waves.
I have 3,100 now, and I checked the ridge if I could start and go direct to the ridge, but I have no lift here. Nothing. I come back to the start. Maybe the cloud's working, but
Oh, Tim, you're down there.
I want to find the spot which I could flying direct from the start. I have no idea.
Yeah, same. I still don't have my start strategy worked out.
Or glide longer till the valley cross there, if there is more lift. Or a blue thermal.
Oh man, I already see lightning.
It wasn't moving anyway.
Yeah, but still, it's on top of the ridge where we'll need to be to get any lift because there's not going to be any lift down low.
Oh, the first started already?
Yeah, but it's not near
there
the
is a cloud. Sorry guys, there is a cloud.
I know, but there's not going to be any lift on the sloping part of the ridge either.
Yeah. Details.
Yeah, because we'll have to be up on top to get the... I mean, that's why everybody's having a hard time down here is because there's almost no lift down below.
Maybe we could wait till the cloud is on the ridge.
I'll do a quick bug wipe before I start.
Well, thank you.
Maximum speed was 117, is that correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, today I have comfort zone with the EB. Maybe I will do a start and see what happens.
Better hit the start today. I think a restart trying to get back up to L2 would be pretty painful.
Yep. try to do a clean start.
Hey, Bruce, it's Doug. How much water do you have on that LS8?
I don't know how many liters. I mean, I got
175 if you're completely full. 175 liters.
okay.
At least that's what Kotasa's telling me.
Yeah, it's a 50 wing loading.
And I clicked on the extra ballast, but I don't think it made any difference. It didn't move the needle.
Okay.
Cool tour,
Well,
Jesper.
I'm going to do my best to follow your tracks because I want to see how really fast pilots fly. I'm flying an LS8 as well.
Not me, man.
That is, if I keep up with you.
I'm flattered.
You going for it, Bruce?
Working on it, but it's going to take a while.
Okay. Well, like I say, I'm going to try and follow you. I just want to see what your tactics look like today, if that's okay.
Well,
I
sure,
have a
but
little lift here.
not exactly the best guy.
Well, you're sure as hell much better than I am.
Yeah, they came back for restart. Yeah, maybe today could be a chance of this line which Tim flown often, a little bit farther away.
There wasn't much upper wind, so
Unbelievable, I have a half-meter lift here. 1 meter.
It never bodes well, though, when everybody is struggling before the start. It's not like it's going to magically get better on course.
Yeah, good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I think we'll need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only just got up to start height.
Could go over to the other side of the valley and do the lee side.
Nah, because the sun's shining from that side too, so the thermals are going to be coming from the. It would be even harder to get to the thermals. If the sun was coming from the other direction, it might be a good option, but.
Yeah, you have maybe lift there, John, right?
Yeah, I've been like 1.6 right now.
Okay, try later.
I mean, I've been flying McCready 0 since I started.
What's your netto over there, John?
It just dropped down because I was around the corner. It was like 1.6 is what I was at.
Okay.
1.6 right now. Yeah. We're at 1 plus or minus 1.5 a little bit.
Bruce, at your 3 o'clock make that 9 o'clock half a mile. I'm just to beam you, and I've got about a 300 foot, maybe about a meter and a half netto right here.
Yeah, I was 1.4 to 1.6 over here.
Right where you are now?
Right now it's 1. It just dropped down to 0.9. I've been doing like about 1.4 out here.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. It's not dropped down now, though. Yeah, it's still 0.6.
I'm surprised it would be that highway over there.
Well, out in the valley, lots of times stepping away from the mountains will give you something. You just have to figure it out that day.
Yeah, learn something new every day.
Yeah, I was thinking I could just go a little more direct, but it dropped off on me eventually.
Yeah, I'm still getting a little something about 1 meter here.
1.2. Well, now it dropped. 1.3. 1.4. That's netto.
Okay, I'm at your 9 o'clock, 0.1 mile low. Actually, at your 8 o'clock now.
There's 2 meters per second of sync. Almost 3. That's nice.
Can you send it?
In the
That's
valley,
the
it's
stuff-
very nice, guys. If
that's the
almost
stuff
no
that scares
zero
me over
sinking
there.
and 1 meter lift constant.
Yeah, that's more what I was thinking. You get into those little pockets and stuff, and the sync's going to start up at times.
But I'm flying an EB.
Yeah, I'm at 1.6 netto out here. 1.5.
I have now constant 1 meter. Plus.
Yeah, that thing, I don't know, not fair. Not a fair who knows what we get. 1.8 netto here.
1.5.
1.4. Goes
Try
up
to
and down.
catch a cloud.
He says it's a converted Condor 2, but still, you have a lot of work to do. You got, he put in the weather zone, and he had to do the start speeds, and all that.
First crashed.
Yeah, Mr. Johnstone's been it's been difficult for him.
Yeah, it's not easy, yep.
There's a thermal here.
I thought that somewhere is a blue one, but ridge working, rest not so far. And now in the middle of more or less in the middle of the way to the first turn point.
I missed my start. Not a good day to miss your start.
No. You're better off missing low and sucking it up and going.
Not even clear to me how I missed it. It's okay. Whatever.
.8 again.
Yeah, I can't believe you're getting that kind of lift way out in the valley like that, Bruce.
Yeah. 1.7.
I'm a coming.
Well, no, you know, do your thing, man. I'm just doing my thing.
Well, I'm here to learn, man, and already you've taught me a pretty valuable lesson right there.
Morten, det ser altså ud til, at det er lidt bedre herude imod dalen.
Okay.
Ja, passerer der nu.
Ja, i 2600.
Ja, 24-30. Men ellers 8 og lidt højere hastighed også.
Jamen, jeg prøver lige den her. Jeg tror, jeg kommer op her.
Ja, hvis du kan komme op, så er det jo det bedste. Det er klart.
See where I'm over this little step, Doug?
Yeah, I'm at your 6 o'clock, about 0.6 behind you.
Okay, lots of times these steps will kill the lift for on the ridge that's further up. You know that, right?
Have lift, guys.
What the step you're talking about, that little ridge line in front of us?
Yeah, it's a pretty small step, but quite often steps maybe a little bigger than this will kill the lift on the mountain to the left. You're better off flying the step a lot of times. I got 1.6, 1.7.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm going like really slow trying to get up some altitude here. I'm really not making much progress.
Well, I guess the good news is we're still both going up.
Yeah, 2580 is all I got.
Have 3 meters
looks
here.
like you got up there.
Yeah, me and EM caught a thermal on the ridge. Like, Gregor, you got a thermal really early on, looks like.
Here's a good one, guys. If you could reach.
Thank you.
3.5 in the average.
.2 here, Doug.
How much did you say?
2.2.
2.2
Netto.
over there?
Netto,
Wow.
not 30 second, not instantaneous, netto. It's a wind. I quote the wind, you know, different skills, different planes are going to have different.
Hey, it's raining here for anyone who's behind me.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. And also, this cloud is a trick cloud. I almost went and got cloud penalty there. It extends way below the visible cloud, apparently. It's the second time, actually, I've had that happen. The clouds are... you'll go gray long before you hit the actual visible cloud.
Hi, Jordan Martin. Welcome.
There's a
Okay, I
strange
moved
cloud.
directly to the right when you told there's rain, and 10 seconds after them in deep rain.
Well, yeah, no, there was no visible rain. I was just flying along clear skies. I mean, there's a cloud, but there was no rain or anything. And suddenly, raindrops start hitting the canopy.
Yeah, it
Very
must
strange, yeah.
be here, Jordan.
The center is not clear for me, but it's very strong. And you catch from bottom. I go further.
Oh my gosh, so much drag. This thing now is 4 meters per second.
Oh wow. Are you still in the ring?
No, it's out now.
Yeah, I said my favorite place is in the Alps, like on this map.
Yeah, now come the other problem. The other guys could not get higher.
3 meters per second sink here.
No, so
4
far I'm
meters per
well.
second.
It's just between 0 and 1 meter so far.
Over 4 meters from now. What on earth is a sink?
Go in the valley. Valley has almost no sink.
I'm just gonna not finish this task. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I do stream
That's
every
why I
day.
don't like venturing into the mountains there in this kind of task.
Yes, but in real life, there would not be usable lift just flying on them. There's almost no wind. There shouldn't be waves. There's almost no upper winds.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just think of it as not a real life simulation. It's a video game. You gotta do what the video game wants you to do.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but if I did that, I'd just go play some arcade game.
Yeah, but would you have this fine company? And would
No,
you be in the
I
Alps in
work-
your other video game?
It's just a hobby.
Well, Flight Simulator. That's basically, as far as the modeling goes, is an arcade game.
Zero sink here.
I mean, really, it should be sinking the valley from being that close to the lee.
I did really good in the valley.
Have you left then?
Well, in the valley I did. Now I'm over at your thermal.
Why is there so much
going.
sink here?
Yeah, I think you could tank below the clouds and then go back to the valley. So far, it works very well.
I'm from Denmark, Jordan. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not so sure circling makes sense today, but I'm doing a little of it.
You have to. Once you have to go higher.
Yeah, it
Well, I
makes
was
much more
climbing.
sense than getting low.
I was climbing. I was just doing it slowly. As long as I'm high enough by the turn point.
But at the moment, I'm not so sure if the conditions so good also for the LS8 or just when I'm flying with the EB with less sinking. Or have you the same? Have you the
I'm flying
same
an
conditions?
LS8. LS8's been great.
So have you also zero sinking in the valley with LS8?
Yeah,
I'd be going up.
I have zero sync or so. Oh yeah,
Okay.
LS8's been okay today. I don't know if it's better or worse than the EB, but it's been okay. If you fly gently.
Yep.
You see, Tim just keeps going. I really wonder.
He's a talent.
Smart guys.
No, I couldn't really hit it. It was too crowded.
Okay. These tactics are always a question. This is what I was hoping for. Ride the valley a ways and get up high enough to catch the thermal that wasn't way back in the dangerous pockets.
Yeah, now comes the big question with the glacier. How we got enough high to get over after the turn point?
Just to the west of the blue line, there's a 2830 pass.
Thank you.
Just an FYI.
I have now 28, so I need a little bit extra, more high.
Well, you got to go a ways too into the lee to get to this pass too. So,
Right.
you know, you need a lot. That's why I stopped.
Man, these converted Condor 2 tasks are so bad.
With it.
Yeah, maybe I have to stop that, yeah. Do task in Condor3 or let it...
Well, I mean, the thing is, this task was clear. It's a converted Condor 2 task, so it was designed for Condor 2 weather, where there would have been lift, actual, decent lift along the ridge.
Yeah, but he put in a weather system, so it's clearly some thought has been given about how to do it in Condor 3.
Well, no, they just took a Condor 2 task and then added the weather zone to it. But I'm saying they completely just ignore the fact that the weather is different in Condor 3 and pretend it's Condor 2 over and over again.
I think you're not giving them enough credit. I think they tried and it didn't work out, and that sometimes happens.
Well, yes, but they completely they do the same thing over and over again. These tasks and valleys like this with barely functioning lift.
I don't know what the problem is. I mean, this task seems okay. I mean, you know.
I agree. It's a challenging task, but, that's fine.
Something might not be realistic, but heck, let's just take the problem and solve it.
Yep.
I'd be really worried if my doctor said, hey, your legs are broken? Hey, it's just a problem to overcome. Don't worry about it.
No, think of it like a poker game. You're not going to be dealt pocket aces every hand, but you play the hand you're dealt.
Except the deck is like missing half the cards.
Another go cloud. Nice.
You're long gone for me, I think. My objective are clouds I don't have to go way off into those pockets to get.
I am not even going to validate this task with a land out.
I think I might be remembering this task. We've done it a couple times, this turn point and then going south. I won one of them that we did along here.
And it's time to win again, Bruce?
It's always time, but it just doesn't happen.
It'll be a long final glide today. That's where I'll really be envious of the EVs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already at final glide, McReady 2.
Me too.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
User disconnected from your channel.
When you do finally get a thermal, don't forget the bugs.
Right.
Thanks, Bruce.
Ah, Bruce, I forgot me bugs. I'm sure I packed them.
Yes, it is, Mike. For the conditions, it's a nice climb. Now comes the tricky part after the first turn point. Going against the wind. Over that mountain areas.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, you decided to take a few beats here, Bruce?
Yeah, I decided to do some turns over here. I'm
Yeah.
a little bit, I'm deeper in the mountains than I wanted to be though right now. I'm not liking it. I could lose so much so quick. Here I'm into the sink.
Yeah. I think I'll keep into the valley side because it's been good so far.
Yeah, it's just that it's going to take a cloud to climb out at the turn point to get over.
Yeah.
So that's bothering me. I think I need to follow. See, I'm driving through sync right now. Huh.
What did you say the pass was after the turn? 2800?
2830 if you do it right. If you do it right, just to the west.
Thank you.
Some of them were like 30 something.
I have now 3,100. 5 kilometers for the turn point, but I'm not sure if I could pass.
I'm flying into the lead, so that's what's scaring me. Caught between two strategies, the valley and going down the middle. Valley and the clouds. underneath the cloud.
Yeah, but the ridge at the turn point has 2 meters lift. I have now 3,200. Maybe there is a chance, guys.
Yeah, if it's maybe a chance with an EB, it means no chance for anybody else.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting.
Congrats.
Thank you. Now comes the tricky part. Wish me luck. I have 3,100 at the turn point.
Ah, that's good to know. 3,100. But you're
1 meter sinking, so far so good.
Yeah, it's a long way to the pass. I was looking at it. Got to go down a valley to the west there, quite a ways.
Yeah, 3 meter sinking.
Got a cloud there, Gregor?
Yeah, that was a cloud.
Yeah, see that? That's nice.
I've lift.
You could just lose it so quick with sync is the problem.
Yeah, I could reach with the EB. But I'm flying from cloud to cloud.
What we need is a cloud over in the lee over there.
M2K try the direct way. I follow him now.
It was kind of hard to measure all the altitudes because they had a big black line on it, but I was getting a lot of, 3,000, 3,100. And I happened
The
to
problem
stumble.
is this immediately sinking. You are nowhere when you sink so fast.
Right. You're in the lee, man. I was worried about that.
And the sinking is stable. Yeah, it's possible. I have now 2.8. Jump from cloud to cloud, then it's possible. Yeah, this M2K guy, this is a performer. He was much faster. He got it.
Yeah, Riga's very good.
Yeah, stable lift. Extreme much lift, 4.5 meters.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Right, Stephen.
So I go to the final glide. I'm over.
Nice.
Just before this 2,800 pass, you have a small hill in the middle. there you have extreme lift on the roof side.
So
That's
it
on the
was-
west side of the track a little bit.
Right.
It was 2,800 roughly.
Yep. I reached with 28.
Are you west of the blue line?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you could flying direct offensive. And falling winds you have on the last third of the way, you have falling winds. Otherwise, you have 1 meters downwind or sinking.
I just don't feel like I have enough altitude to go over there.
Also, the ridge from on the turn point is a ridge. There is also lift with 2 meters stable.
Huh.
I'm glad that I have the EB today.
People down there look like they're not in a good place.
Yep. It's not an easy weather to be low.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats.
That's
Congrats,
Bruce.
Bruce.
That's Bruce.
What's your high, Bruce?
3024. Got a bad feeling
Yeah,
about
try
this.
it. Fly from cloud to cloud. I was after turn point. I go a little bit to the right to the first cloud, second cloud, and then to the last. It fits. Since I focus on the peaks, I had a better chance to get clouds and lift.
I really screwed up. Really screwed up.
I wasn't higher. 3,100 at the turn point.
John, you've been quiet. How are you doing?
There should be a climb here, Bruce.
Oh, John logged off.
I think I got something.
Very good.
Haven't got a center. This is the godsend.
Bruce, if you come here, there's 5 on the netto.
Thank you.
I reached it with 2.7.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some strong spots. Yeah.
This is about 3 netto. 1.8 on the 32nd. Congrats.
Congrats.
Congrats. Okay.
Congrats.
I'm so thankful for this.
I'm not sure about the last hill to get over. But maybe it's possible.
This is a lovely glacier. Wow.
Yep. Famous.
Yeah, enjoy it. It will disappear soon.
Not in Condor.
No.
At least if you don't update.
Yeah, we need more clouds. It's not enough.
Congrats.
Congrats, Mark.
Congrats.
Thanks, Mark.
Mark, Morten.
Tillykke, Morten.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Morten.
No problems.
Yeah, I was wondering, it's a little bit premature for me.
Looks like a good one there, Bruce. I'm right behind you.
I think it is. It's just, question, should I stop or not? It's questionable. I think I need a little more. You know, 4.5 to 5 netto, pretty good.
But what is the integrated?
Pardon me?
What is the integrated value?
3.3 at the moment
That's nice.
in a Neo with McFadden flying it.
Could be an interesting final glide, guys. It's not over. We have to climb again.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of guys who got low. I did not envy the position they're in.
You only have 5.
Thank you. This one is also 4 meters.
That's Mark.
Congrats, Mark.
Thank you.
That's Mark.
Congrats.
Good job. Now for the pass, Mark.
Yeah, I got to that turn point at 33, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I got lucky. I found a cloud.
Yeah, I see a couple different people circling above me in various places, so I think I can bump through those. I think I should be good.
Tim, we still got 77 kilometers to go.
Yeah. But at least positive DDH.
Yep. I feel like I've been flying a long time.
Yeah, I think this valley to the east is a good way.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I want to hear. I'm just behind you guys, watching the path you're taking, and if you're saying positive things about it, one less decision for me to make.
Well, having enough to go over those mountains is kind of questionable. So going around makes some sense. We're already to the east. And theoretically a final at 3.5 MC.
Oh, I've been stuck right here before. I remember I spent a quality hour trying to dig myself out of a hole right here.
Yeah, I've done also fault. I've fallen back.
SCR took a pretty good line. He's lower.
Yeah, he's way lower. Who's?
It's kind of a trade-off here. You go into the lee of the ridge to get a cloud, or do you stay out in the low sink of the valley? I'm kind of thinking it would have made a lot more sense to stay in the valley.
Yeah, the valley was today very friendly, stable and constant.
Yeah, there's no way I should be where I'm at. I got sink under the cloud, you know.
I'm also too low at the moment. I hope I could finish it to the end.
Here's some, wow. Here's some lift.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes up for all the sink I was flying through.
No, but after sink comes lift.
Yep.
Or more sink.
Yeah, that's the bad version. Yeah, bye-bye, Mike. See you. And take care, mate.
We've done this final before.
Yeah, I don't know if I've done it in Tchin Tchin, but I've definitely done this funnel.
Yeah, I remember this big zigzag or over, that choice. It's a huge zag.
Does anybody know exactly what the pink line is on the Ilix final glide view, on the side view?
Say again.
The pink.
The pink line. I have a blue and a gray and a pink one.
The pink line is the track to the next goal.
Okay.
Not your course, but the track.
I just love this side view.
Yep.
That's Mark.
Congrats.
Congrats.
That's Riga.
Oh, sorry. Was Mark. Sorry.
Beautiful region.
Yeah.
May there is a new feature in Condor3. When we reach final, we have to go also back to the start to complete.
Well, it's called a triangle or an out and return.
Yep. This weather settings is interesting. This valley was so quiet and stable. On this task, you could count on the valley. Congrats.
Danke.
Okay.
Now I see why you asked about this purple line. It's also at the end, I think.
Congrats, Nico.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
I
fast.
think LS8 is going to be the best choice today.
You mean, okay.
Oh no, I got stuck behind the ridge. Ah,
Yeah, they are
so
strong,
annoying. I didn't get stuck by much, but I got stuck by just enough. That's so annoying. Now I have a huge deviation to take.
Yeah, that's annoying.
At least I didn't crash. I mean, if I'd have barreled into the mountain, I would have been really mad at myself.
You could use the engine. You don't wanna crash.
LS8, does it have an engine?
Oh, sorry. EB.
No, EBA would have been fine. I would have just gone right over, no problem.
And you couldn't pull up and do a hallelujah moment?
No, I've done those in the past, and on this one, I started to do it, and my speed was already too low. I would have smacked the mountain if I tried it, and I hate it when I do that to myself. I saw a guy in front of me make it too, and that's what pisses me off because he had just barely enough.
Yeah, that's why you haven't got any cannons in Condor.
Like Super Mario Kart. Send a banana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Didn't Condor used to have something like tail hunting or something that you could, if you were right behind someone, you could do it?
I think in Condor 1 and maybe 2.
Yeah, I think it was in 2 as well, but I never see it used.
What is tail hunting?
You got a set of balloons behind your tail, and then you battle to explode them. Yeah.
Combat, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dogfight, yep. Kind of. Yeah, often I screwed up at the end. Start is often well, and the end is not so.
Yeah, I should have gone around. I went over. Thought that'd be faster, but
I saw you going over, and I thought I could follow you.
But the interesting line of this task, there are so much riches in the way, so you have 3 more riches.
Yesterday's task was kind of like that too. There were all these little fingers sticking out from the ridgeline that you had to get over.
Even at the end, you have another ridge, last ridge.
right. I'm a little worried about that.
I have 200 meters plus, and I don't know if I could reach or not.
Yeah, the side view is showing me difficulty.
Yeah.
Guys, I
That'll
have
be
to
a
go.
bummer.
I have to go. I wish you could final glide and have fun and see you tomorrow maybe.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, Stefan. Have a nice day.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, may I need an extra school lesson about this high and keep it as smart as possible?
Tim showed me how it should be done again today.
Yeah, he will probably be the winner.
Yeah. Yeah, I made some decisions and it worked out.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, I should have worked my way to the east.
Yeah, congrats, Tim.
Thank you.
Congrats, Tim.
Very nice.
Congrats, Tim.
Nice.
Congrats.
That's Andreas.
Thank
Congrats.
Congrats.
Congrats, Andreas.
you. Thank you.
Congrats, Andreas.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Wow, this is a crazy finish over here.
Yep.
Flying through the valley. Going over passes, it's just not the way to do it. It should be over there where I can put the hammer down. I'm in a mini Bodragets. Old Doug's gonna eat my lunch there.
Yeah, that's a very, very rarity, my friend.
Got me today, dude.
was no minimum, correct?
Correct.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats,
Congrats.
Bruce.
Congrats, Bruce.
Congrats, Bruce.
Did you
Wow.
go around, Doug, or over?
Fourth.
Doug?
And
Cool.
yet again, proof that this TeamSpeak channel is the place to be if you want to go fast.
Sorry, Bruce, I missed that. What was that?
Did you go around or over at the end? Did you
I
follow
was
the route?
right on top of you.
Okay. I'm talking about those mountains up back a ways. After we crested the ridge, and then we had a mountain range in front of us. Did you swing to the east or did you go over?
Oh, I went to the east.
Okay, yeah. See, I got burnt going over, and I kind of know that. I've been taught that so many times.
Yeah, I was just luck of the draw. I saw you and Tim peeling off in the other direction there. Well, actually, I left that last thermal just a wee bit before you did, and then I swung over. Actually, no, my mistake. It was to the west, not to the east.
Congrats, Rich.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, Rich.
Congrats.
LS8 in the hands of good pilots. Good pilots was the best choice for today.
Yep.
Now I will dump my 4 liters of water.
I don't know if it's always this wise. When you have a task and you could choose a glider with full ballasted, if the maximum ballasted glider is the best, choose.
Depends
I
on the
don't
wind.
know.
Depends on the wind. The more windy it is, better it is to be in a glider with a high wind.
Landing.
Okay.
Wow. Nice, Rich. And Tim?
Wow,
Yeah.
second.
Very nice, Rich. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
You
impressive.
did very well, Tim. You certainly made it up on that last leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, this costs me much, the last leg. Stupid decision. One fault.
Yeah, my average speed was right up there with you guys. It was about the same, but I was lower and enough that it cost me 15 minutes of penalty now. That was maybe 1 minute of climbing lower, and it's costing me 15 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Holy crap!
I would like
just
to
looked
say
at the
lesson learned, but I
classification.
know I'm going to do this again someday.
I cannot
I've set
believe
off
I
your
made it
farm,
that
Tim.
high.
You always want to push it to the limit.
I thought I'd come and keep you company over here.
I have lift reverse. Interesting.
There's some high stuff at the end, Mark, so watch out.
Yeah.
Unless you're way out east.
Well, now that I'm not really racing for a position and racing just to finish, I'm going to be very conservative about it. But I am going over to the east, all the way over to that lake.
Yeah. I felt like I was in Bad Raga itself, or to the west, coming through here. Flying through the canyon. Albeit a shallow one.
Yeah, sure looks like it was the day for the LS8s, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't clear really until even at that turn point. Everyone was saying that the EB29 would have a nice easy final, and I was still thinking the EB29 was the plane of choice at that point.
I looked at the terrain
We
for that
had more
last
than
leg.
enough to get home. We had final when we cleared the... Well, almost when we cleared the pass.
Yeah, had final glide, but there was still the terrain ahead to deal with, and it was into wind.
Yeah, when you have much lift or enough lift, you could be fast with LS8, yeah.
Yeah, we got the EB29 in third place, so.
Yeah, sure.
And fourth, or fifth, or sixth, rather.
Yeah.
Well, Bruce, I have to
fast,
thank you very much today for that little tip about keeping just a little bit away from the ridge. That seemed to work out really well.
Oh, good. Well, it's worth what you paid for it.
But it's
I think
always
Tim
a
and I
secret
were a
to
lot further
try.
out from the ridge than you guys.
That is the advantage when you got early in and could test the area. But compared to the wind was less wind, and the ridge was very well outside. Very strong.
I will jump out for today. Wish you all a nice day or evening and a nice flight to those who are still flying. And see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
See you.
See you, Gregor.
User disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, the only time I tucked into the ridge is when we got to that weather zone, so I could fly along the edge of it as much as I could for the stronger wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seemed to work pretty well for me too.
It was too much scary to lose height and lose time with flying slower and not be sure do it or not.
Well, I was lucky I had Tim and Bruce ahead of me, so they were my rabbits. So I was just trying to chase them down. I caught Bruce, but I couldn't catch Tim.
There was also few fast guys on the first server. Impressive.
Were they faster than Tim? Or?
I don't think so. 1:54 was a good time with the JS3. I think Tim is one of the leaders.
Yeah, maybe. 1:49.
Well, the handicap helped keep us up there, Tim.
Yeah, it does.
You did well on that last leg, hanging out over those the higher ground and flying under those clouds. It gave you the height and a better route into the to the finish. That was a very good decision.
Yeah, and tracking to the east, like Bruce did.
Yeah, I was behind you two coming that way, and then I kind of followed Bruce and turned west a bit, but you stayed over there under those clouds.
Yeah, I stayed east because I had fine glide, and I could see the mountains ahead were lower. So
yeah, that was very well flown.
I saw all of that playing out, and I just tried to follow Bruce, but I was too low. Oops.
yeah, well, I wish you good luck, Mark, and congrats to all. See you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Cheers. Congrats.
See you, Tim.
See you, Tim. Take care.
Okay, guys, I'll jump out. Thank you for a nice flight, and have a nice evening.
Bye, Morten. Thank you.
See you, Morten.
Bye, Mark.
Yes. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.